Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm your host, Lisan Faye, and we're gonna check out what's at the end of the Chantry Trail. This being, I think, the last thing we have to complete in the Western Approach. Bunch of creepy stuff. Mosaic piece. For the Archdemon. The creation of a phylactery. We let the boy rest the first night they brought him to the White Spire. I convinced Knight Commander Belrose to delay the ritual till the morning. The journey was long and the lad could barely keep his eyes open, poor thing. I was certain escape was the furthest thing from his mind. Medine found him a clean cot and with the other young apprentices, and when I came in with his supper, he was already fast asleep. In the morning, I showed Medine how the phial was to be prepared. First, a simple charm to preserve and protect the glass, then a spell to keep the blood from forming dark clots. The last step could only be completed with the apprentice present. I sent a young Templar recruit off with the message that we were ready. The boy was escorted to the chamber by Belrose himself. I could tell he had just been awakened. There was a smear of dirt on his face, perhaps from the road. I called the boy to me and cleaned his cheek with my sleeve as I explained the ritual. We have to take your blood, I said, because you're special and we don't want you to be lost. If it happens, the blood will allow us to find you and bring you home again. I let Medine take the lancet this time. The tremor in my hands was worse that day, and I didn't want to make too deep a cut. I held the boy close, and Medine made a small, neat incision on his palm, exactly as instructed. I felt the boy struggle and start to cry. He tried to pull away, but Medine gripped his hand firmly, letting the blood run into the phial. Then Medine cast the spell like we practiced. Within the phial, the blood churned and grew bright in the presence of the mage to whom it was bound. It was done. Another phylactery, another link forged. He was leashed to the White Spire. The boy could not look away from the glow. He was enthralled, and the pain and the tears were forgotten. See? This is magic, I said to him. When you are older, I will teach you. Belrose let the boy hold his phylactery for several minutes before he locked it away in the chamber. From the Memoirs of Enchanter Riva Clay, 872 Blessed. And the Chantry Logbook. We so far cannot confirm that Faramond has had any luck attracting spirits at all. It may not be possible for spirits in the Fae to even see someone who has so long been tranquil. He wishes to continue the experiments. We will stay and observe until he is ready to leave. So this is a reference back to the book Asunder, which then goes on to take place at the Adamant, Fortress Adamant. Where we had one for earlier quests. I wonder if Cole says anything if he's here with us. What is this? It's a box. Alright. Is it just deep mushrooms that I've missed? Yep. Seems so. Indeed. Alright. Well, that is what is here. White Claw Raiders. Not important. Alright, so... Oh, I have opened that. Let us... Alright, I'm going to go back to Skyhold. for... Actually, do I need anything from Skyhope? No? You know what? Fine. We'll kill the raiders first while I think about where I'm going. Indeed. Man, they don't even have any loot. Gosh darn it. And... Alright. Well... I want to change my party. That's really the thing. But I don't feel like walking all the way back. Alright, party change. I think I'm gonna go back to my 3 mage party.
You seemed remarkably comfortable at the Winter Palace Ball.
I do my best.
You didn't knock over a single priceless statue or fart even once near the dessert table.
That you know of.
I'm surprised you never spent time in the Tevinter courts. They would adore you.
I did. After a while, the saddle just got too heavy.
Alright. But I'm going to go to the Lost Temple of Dirthamen. Which I don't think has any locked doors. Oh well, I'll be able to go back. Hello, Bull. You wound up in the corner.
Someone's been here.
I doubt they left all their stuff here out of charity.
Indeed. A small notebook appears to be a collection of notes, and judging by their dates written over a period of 3 years, they chronicle the search for something called Dirthamen's Wisdom by an Orlesian archivist, Lord Gretien Ball. The elven god of secrets disappeared along with all his kin, or so the legends claim, yet his priesthood remained behind, and the priests were said to possess the ability to see and know all. I believe this to be the result of magic, not a divine gift. Magic locked in treasures that remain to this day. With the aid of my companions, I hope to prove it. I believe I have found a temple of Dirthamen, the resting place for the wisdom, or at least the location of the last high priest who was said to possess it. From all I have gathered, it might be possible to summon this high priest spirit from the ether here in this place. Impossible? Yet Dirthamen's rituals will evidently allow it. Perhaps one of the oldest secrets we know will be revealed to us here. Creepy. And a statue, which I can kind of see the rune on, so let's examine. Reigns in the Lost Temple. We few whisper here where shadows dwell. Some words remain unuttered. Truths are pushed down, down, where they shall never arise again.
It's strange that I can understand that.
The secrets of this temple have remained unspoken for too long. They wish to be known.
Alright. Chamber of Misery. Always the thing you want to hear.
The Lord is absorbing the fire, eating the magic.
And now we get to kill things. But, thankfully, everything's...
It's warm.
It is alive, because the creature connected to it is alive. It is but one piece of the whole.
Yay! Forgot that all this was here. But hey, I at least have space for it. Didn't exactly mean to do that. And I've kind of lost my torch. It's out there, isn't it? Let me pick this back up. Alright. If I light this with real fire, does this...
No way through this gate. Wonder what it's made of.
Okay. That doesn't work. For a second there, I heard like one of the mimic laughs from Dark Souls. I was really confused. That stops the water. Yay! Okay, because if I remember correctly... Yeah. If you walk through here with water, or with the water still going down the middle, the torch goes out. Which I always thought was a neat effect. A number of notes are scribbled on this scroll, many crossed out or written in terse, angry letters. Reveal the heart, unite it with the flame. Together they will form the key to liberation, advancement. The translation is not clear. I also do not think this brazier is the flame it speaks of. Dirthamen is gone, he said. Our highest one brings to us this gravest news. What shall we do? Where shall we go? What of the old secrets that burn within our hearts? pick that back up. Good job, Dorian. I think that was your spell. There it is. Hard to see all the loot with all of these locations in the way. Or water. Water pixels in particular. Okay. So alright, we entered here. Yep. Entered here, went this way, got a thing. Went this way, hit a wall. Well, a door. And then continued this way. Got a thing. And now we go this way. Note to self, left-hand roll works out slightly better in this place. Yep, because I am totally tall enough to reach that. Let me pick that up. And just little loot spot. Another silent Jenny bow. Maybe that'll be better than the one Sarah's wielding. Ah, and there's a dead person. Or Legion, it looks like. And Vitar that Bull's not going to use because he has the helmet now. Explorers in the temple. They came for me in the night, but I won't let them take it. I'll find Dirthamen's wisdom on my own. Those traitors want riches for themselves. They won't have a clue how to decipher the remainder of the ritual. Let it be known that I, Lord Gretien Paul, am not to blame for what befalls them. I am not to blame for any of this.
Another one of the explorers.
Yeah. Mosaic. Suppose that's supposed to be Dirthamen. And the sanctuary. Wherein there are many things. I think that's more or less, yeah, it is the same mosaic, just scaled. I actually don't know what quest is being tracked at the moment. Okay, I see. We're still not certain why Lord Gretien ran off during the night. The others think it's the nightmares, though they say it's voices that speak to them. We took a vote and decided to continue our the search for Dirthamen's wisdom. If we don't, we forfeit everything we've worked towards. Trying to piece together all of Gretien's notes won't be easy. All I can think of is that we need to put the relics revealed by the Braziers into these flames. It's all part of some elven ritual, I suppose. The only gruesome part is all these desiccated organs. Lord Gretien believed they were part of the high priest of the temple, and that we're somehow reassembling him. I find it unsettling that the elves would have disassembled their high priest in the first place.
Stabbed in the back. Poor bastard.
Careful. bringing those organs here, putting them back together. Who knows what will happen?
Well, I suppose we'll see. I'm just tired of holding them. You can kind of get a hint. But now we need to get out of here. Oh look, Solus.
And here's where the magic happens. Literally.
Yep. Magically sealed. Interesting. Yep, not gonna ask what that is. Yeah, I'll take some of the Paragon's Luster. It's growing here, so may as well. Ah, that's what I need a rogue for. Our highest one, he deceives us, the honeyed words that drip from his tongue. We know the despair they mask. We, disciples of Dirthamen, know the truth as ever. Now as ever. I don't care what Lord Gretian claims. There were voices last night whispering to us in our sleep. It is not silly fears. It is this place. It is worth finding this artifact. Is it worth finding this artifact he hunts if it attracts spirits to us as we search? How did the spirits know our names? They knew personal things. Events I would rather forget. I would leave if it did not mean forgoing my entire pay after months of work. Deep mushroom. Okay. On the upside, if I remember correctly, what's in there is just extra. This human was a warrior, dead for perhaps a few months. His skin is dried and stretched over his bones, but from what you can tell of the corpse, he was stabbed in the back. An expression of terror remains locked in the rictus of the dead man's face. Is that who you were commenting on, Bull?
And the torch goes out.
And unfortunately, when the torch goes out, it stays. It disappears. Oops. I'm gonna have to go back and get another torch. Right, this is...
Now that's strange.
Never mind, I need a rogue. I'm sorry, Dorian. But I am going to send you back. Through the cunning use of travel. Keep trying to turn too early. Or Turn it all, apparently. Because I should still be able to get back there. That is the good news. Otherwise, I just wasted an episode. Which I hope is not the case. Okay, yep. Great.
Greetings, Your Worship.
Greetings. Hey, Blackwall. Found stuff.
Heard you found something that had to do with wardens. Would have liked to have seen it.
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
Everyone needs something to aspire to.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Okay. Alright. We're gonna go back to the temple. Yep. Except... Solus will still be with me. So will Bull. But I'm going to take Cole. Because I haven't used Cole in forever. At least that's the way it feels. So... I am hoping that'll help. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. There's your leg. Ah, Cole merged into the corner this time. That kind of makes sense. All right. Okay, where's the torch? Come on, let me take the torch. Let me take the stupid torch. Alright, we done now? Now we are. Great! Oh well, I will be positive. It means a little more loot. Probably more crafting materials. Or 5 gold. I prefer the crafting materials. Alright. Alright, Cole. You have the know-how for this. Oh, I didn't realize the daggers you had kind of look like Isabella's at the start of 2. Yep. That's always pleasant. Well, looks like everyone died. Alright, let us go over and loot. And I'll collect the rune. I didn't need to go back. I could have pulled that, couldn't I? Damn it.
Where could this key lead?
Treasure room, if we're lucky.
Somewhere back in the ritual area, perhaps.
Or does that... That may move the water. Nope. Nope, it doesn't. So I probably didn't need to go back for coal. It's fine. All is good. Well, that respawns, so I may as well pick it up. Alright, that is this side. And still can't get in here, correct? Yep, still magically sealed. And so that leaves what's on this side, which we shall explore next time. I want to thank you all so much for tuning into this episode. And in the meantime, in between time, take care, have fun, happy trails.